The Name of the Wind, a bedtime story. Night won the boy who listened. Once in a world not too different from our dreams, there lived a boy named Coat. He lived in a wagon with his family, part of a traveling troupe of actors and musicians. They told stories, sang songs, and made people laugh and cry with their plays. Coat's parents were kind and clever, and Coat loved learning everything he could, especially about music, words, and magic. One day, a wise traveler named Abernathy joined the troupe. He wasn't a wizard, exactly, but he knew secrets about how the world worked, secrets that looked a lot like magic. He called it sympathy. Coat listened carefully and asked smart questions. Why does fire need air? Can you really call the wind? Abernathy smiled. He saw something special in the boy. Coat was curious, brave, and very, very smart. That night, as the fire crackled and the stars twinkled above, Coat fell asleep dreaming of wind and words and the names of things only magicians knew. Night to the day, the music stopped. Coat's life with the troupe was full of joy. Every day there was singing, laughter, and learning. His father wrote songs, and his mother told stories of magic and old heroes. Coat played the lute, a stringed instrument that made music as smooth as starlight. But one day, Coat went walking in the woods just for a little while, and when he came back, the music was gone. The wagons were quiet. The fire had gone out. No one answered when he called. A group called the Chandiran had come strange. Cold and terrible, they left no tracks. Only silence and sorrow. Coat's whole troop had vanished, and he was all alone. He hid in the forest for days. He didn't cry. Not at first. He listened to the wind and remembered what Abernathy had taught him. But the world felt dark now. He played no music. He spoke no words. He didn't even whisper. But inside a tiny fire stayed, mid the fire of remembering, of learning, of wanting to know who were the Chandiran. Why did they come? And deep down, Coat made a promise. One day I will find them and sleep softly, sometimes even in silence. The wind carries songs of hope. Night through the city with no kindness. After the forest grew too cold and lonely, Coat walked and walked and walked until he came to a city called Tarbian. But Tarbian was not like the warm, loving places he used to know. It was cold, loud, unkind. People rushed past him, not seeing the thin, barefoot boy in ragged clothes. He slept in alleys, shivered in doorways, and searched for bits of food to stay alive. He had no loot, no stories, no family, only memories. Days passed like shadows. Coat watched and learned how to survive, how to be clever, how to stay unseen. He met other street children, some kind, some cruel. He learned that not everyone shared, and not everyone listened, but he stayed strong. Even in the darkest corners of the city, Coat's mind stayed bright. He told himself stories before he slept, stories of heroes, of songs, and of magic that could call the wind. And in his dreams, the wind still whispered his name. Close your eyes, brave heart. Even in the coldest places, hope is never lost. Night for the doors of the university. Coat stayed in Tarbian for 3 long years. But one day, something in him changed. He remembered who he was. He remembered magic and music, and his parents' laughter. He remembered Abernathy, and the word sympathy, and stories of the university, the place where the cleverest people in the world learned the secrets of everything. So Coat packed his memories and his courage and set out. He walked for days. Sometimes he begged. Sometimes he worked. But finally, at the end of a dusty road, he saw it. The university. It was huge, with tall towers and deep libraries. He smiled.